Hi guys, Maikeru here. This is my video on PYREFIENDS, and they're actually insane money AoEing them down for their ashes, especially if you have the archaeology relic to note the ashes. These are 10 to 12 million GP an hour. They're absolutely nuts right now. So without further ado, let's get into it. The setup is on screen here. I'm going to leave a link in the description to each one of these items. So if you see an item that you don't know exactly what it is, feel free to click the links in the description and read more about them, because I don't want to spend too much time talking about them here. It's just your typical AoE setup, and obviously I use Caramin on my weapon, which is super useful, and another good AoE perk when you're killing a lot of monsters is Ruthless Free, comboed with Equilibrium. Those Ruthless stacks mean that you're dealing more damage, which is always nice. The rest of it is aggro parts, weapon poison, Vecna Skull because you don't need overloads here, so Vecna Skull gives you enough of a boost. A camel staff, which is a tier 85 staff, so you don't need the best weapon or whatever, and you're good to go. You do not need to bring the note paper if you have the 105 Arc Relic. It is called Death Note, and it notes ashes and bones. This means that you don't have to worry about using note paper to note those ashes, and they'll automatically be noted when they drop, which means you can just pick them up and carry on. It's so nice. In order to get the Death Note relic, you need to trade in the Dragonkin free collection. This requires 105 archaeology to get all of the items, so it is a very high requirement if you want to use this relic, but like I said, you can bring note paper and use note paper to do the ashes if you don't have the relic. All you do is make your way over to Fremennik Slayer Dungeon and stand in the middle of the room and AoE down the PYREFIENDS. The only issue is the PYREFIENDS are very spread out, so you have to run around an area loot very often. So I saw myself running around an area looting a ton, which means it's not that AFK. Loot does stay on the floor for 3 minutes, so it's semi-AFK, but it isn't like a brain-dead AFK method because you have to move around. Although, it is brain-dead AFK on mobile. The area loot system on mobile is extended, which means if you're doing it in mobile and you're standing in the middle of the room, you can fully AFK this method. As you can see here, I'm doing it on mobile. My area loot is up and it's looting everywhere. Every single part of this dungeon can be area looted on mobile, which makes it insanely good. So if you're looking for an AFK activity on mobile in particular, this one is a top tier one. I do have Greater Chain, which increases the GP a little bit, but, you know, 75% of the time I'm killing the monster with Greater Chain anyway, so I'm not getting its effect. I'm only getting the Greater Chain effect occasionally, which means it isn't too overpowered here. But it's definitely going to help if you have it. And that's pretty much this whole method in a nutshell. Just AoE down the PYREFIENDS, pick up the ashes, note them if you don't have the perk, or pick them up noted if you have the perk. It's so simple, but so effective because these ashes are used for Spirit Weed incense sticks, which are used for high tier PVM, and that keeps them expensive. I understand that ashes may drop in price a little bit from this video, but they should still remain a good money maker regardless. In my price checker, I had 13 million GP for an hour. I got 2,200 ashes and then a couple of little other items. Although when I sold the ashes on GE, they sold for under mid and I got 11.2 million GP. Alongside the other stuff, that's about 11.5 mil. That is an insane amount of money just in ashes. That is absolutely awesome to see. And that'll be it for this video. Nice, short, easy one for you guys to follow, hopefully. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you did enjoy. Good luck if you're going to try this out. And as always, until next time, see ya.